Today is August 19, 2024, and let's look at what we have for today. We have a market that sold off very quickly, very fast, very strongly, and then it started, the buying was relentless. We haven't had any pullbacks. We've been one-time framing up for the past few days, and we left two gaps, and now we're trading right at the highs of last week, very close to the highs, and so you can see that there's this distribution that is the one that from this right here, this 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions, we had some balance here. So I'm looking for a move back into the top of this this range. I'm merging them here so you can see. But I'm looking for this point of control to be tested at 56.11. But you can see that all the profiles from the last few sessions, they're P profiles, meaning that all the price has been accepted at the top of the range, but we didn't have excess on any of this. So I have a target here at 56.06, but this is a high volume node, so I'm expecting this this to be tested soon. Now, what I'm going to be looking for today is how the market treats yesterday's range, as usual, right? So we have right here, we have the upper distribution from 572 to the top of the range. So staying inside this range, we can look for some support here at the 72 area, and if that doesn't hold, then look for value area low at 62. And then, you know, if we push below value area low, and you can see volatility rising and sellers really pushing, then I would look for the one-time frame to finish if we take this low from yesterday. And that would mean that we are here, and because I'm looking at this range, I would expect this 55.24 area to be tested. 55.36 is actually where we have the most volume, but I would expect the low of this range to be tested. And then buyers should defend this and bring us back to the 55.60 area where we have all this volume. Hold on, let me just mute this tick strike because it's driving me crazy. Okay. So basically, if we fail to break out of this range, I'm going to be looking for the 55.60 to be retested, because that's where the current 20-day point of control is. Otherwise, holding above the previous week's high, we could keep one-time framing higher and test these highs and test this 56.40 area eventually. And then we're very close to all-time high, so, you know, wouldn't surprise me if we attempt to get to these highs. We also have an unfilled gap here that fills at 56.90. So, you know, everybody's going to be watching for that if we keep moving higher. NQ, similar to ES, but it's more far away from the all-time highs, and we're still not in this distribution. So if we are able to get above 19,760 and hold, then we're likely gonna move into the 20,000s, which is where the 90-day point of control is. Otherwise, the magnet is here at 580, 19,580. We're still fighting with the 50 moving average, which we keep going back and forth above and below it. So below that, then 580 will be the target. And then we have that big volume node here. And then above that, we have this one at 2640. But for that, we need to get through this resistance and fill this gap at 2464. Crude oil. So we had this range right here. We attempted to get into this area, look above and fell. We got below it, then we came to the point of control, and now it looks like it wants to test the lower side of the range, which is at 73.20. This morning we found some buyers here in this low volume mode at 74.60, and we're coming back to the point of control. So this range is still very much at play on crude oil. And gold, as I had mentioned in the note yesterday, broke the all-time highs and it's not holding. So not holding this means that we are likely to go back into this high volume areas. This needs to we need to get through this, right? Because this was the previous resistance. So if we get below 2520, then look for 2508 and 2493. All right. And this week we have Powell speaking at Jackson Hole. So I think traders are waiting for that. I think that's on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. We also have FOMC meeting minutes on Wednesday, and we have jobless claims, PMI, and then Powell speaking on Friday. So might be a choppy week while we wait for all that. All right, that's about it for today. Have a good one.